everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great morning, a good afternoon, an amazing evening wherever you are. Thank you so much for coming back and joining me today. I wanted to do a quick video on some Hollywood glam. I feel like when I first started on YouTube, that was one of the main things that I searched. I always wanted to know how to do a classic black eyeliner with a bold red lip, simple eyeshadow, simple face, and I feel like both on Halloween, on a big event or a big dinner, this is a look that you can use forever. And if you guys actually stick with me through this video, I believe you'll be able to conquer the same look. So stay tuned, keep watching, and I'll show you how to get a beautiful, flawless Hollywood glam makeup look. Okay, so let's jump right in. Right after I primed my face off camera, I used the Milk Hydro Primer. I went in with my foundation. I used the Lancome foundation. I cannot pronounce it, so I will leave the description down below. And after I did one side of my face, I wound up changing my brush to this flat top kabuki brush. The one I was using before was a flat top kabuki also, but it was the slanted one or the pointed one. I wasn't crazy about how it was blending and moving my foundation, so I switched brushes midway, and I'm much happier with this application. This is the third makeup look I filmed on this particular day, so it was really, really rough on my face trying to add more and more foundation after I had done this already 3 times earlier. So it takes me a little bit longer to get my blend and really see where I want my makeup to be, but eventually we get there. Next, we're going to go into the eyebrows. So I'm taking my absolute favorite eyebrow pencil. This is the e.l.f. Precise Brow, I think it's called. I don't know, I use it in all of my videos. And first, I just brush through my brows to get any excess foundation off of them, and then I start carving them out. Usually I start with the bottom portion of my brow, outline it as best I could to get the shape that I want, and then I begin outlining the top of my brow. I connect the tail together, and then I start filling in the rest of my brow hair with natural strokes from this brow pencil. I'll go in back and forth quite a few times until I feel like my brows are filled in, and I use the camera sometimes just to make sure they're picking up exactly how I'm doing them in the mirror. For the front portion of my brows, I start using little short strokes to make the hairs in the front portion of my brow look natural. Usually this isn't how I do my brows, but I figured I'd give it a try here, and I actually wind up liking it a lot. You could see that my brows look a little bit more full, a lot more structured, and a little bit more natural on their own. I actually kind of like flicking the hairs in the front of my brow up. I've never done it before, and I don't do it often. I feel like every time I do, I mess it up. You could see here it takes a little bit of tweaking, but I actually really did enjoy the way it looked. And it might not be as easy for you to see on the other brow, but I'm going to do the exact same method here as well. Once I get the shape of my brows down, I'm going to actually prime my eyelid with MAC's Painterly Paint Pot. This is so old, but it's my tried and true, and I just love it. It cancels out my eyelids perfectly. Kind of gives me like a whitish grayish base, and I really love that. Now, once I do this and prime my eyelid, I'm actually going to be using a trio that I got a long time ago from Marc Jacobs, and it has this sparkly color to it, and I just place that on the lid of my eye. I show you it a little bit here, and then from that trio, I'm going to take the nude color, the lightest brown, and I'm just going to pop that into my crease. You'll be able to see it in a second that I take this big fluffy brush, but I start pushing it into my crease. I'm using Lancome liner here, and I use the tip of the liner to set a guide for me for my wing, and then I just connect the 2 lines that are the wing and the actual eyelid line, and I alter them as I go depending on how much longer or shorter I want them to be. Next, I'm going to take the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer and place that under my eyes. I go pretty heavy here, especially if I'm doing any type of glam look. And one little trick that I figured out was to actually put a dab of concealer right above the hollow of your eye, where that bridge of your nose and your eye meet. I just feel like it helps to brighten, especially if you use a transition dark shade. I go to the bridge of my nose, the bridge of my chin, the center of my forehead, and my upper lip. And then here I'm going to take just a tiny bit of that Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I can never get away from this concealer. It's my favorite. And it's a little bit light for me, so I'm just going to use just a dab, well, maybe a little more than a dab, to highlight underneath my eyes. Then I'm going to take a flat brush and just start blending that out before I go in with a beauty blender, just to seamlessly transition all of that product into my skin. And here's where you can see me actually go in and blend out the concealer that I placed on my eyelid. Do you see how it sharpened my eyelid shape? It kind of just changed the entire shape of my eyelid, and I really like that. Helps to elongate the eye, open it up a little bit. I just love the effect that it gives. Then here you're going to see me go with my foundation brush. I don't have any additional product on the brush, but I'm going in to just even out all of the lines that I might have made, any harsh lines from the concealer. Now I'm going to be taking the Givenchy powder, and this is a prism powder, so it has 4 colors to help color correct, and this help cancels any craziness underneath my eyes that I don't want to show through the concealer, and it makes me look a little bit washed out at first, but I even out all of my skin tones and the colors, contours, all that later on. So like I said, I'm going to go in now with my contour shades, and this is basically my butter bronzer. I'm taking it on a big fluffy brush, and I'm going to pack that into the hollows of my cheeks. I find the deep parts of my cheeks and I really focus on that. I do the bottom of my chin underneath my jawline, and then I go into my temples and bring that shadow back into my face where I kind of canceled everything out. Next, what I'm going to do is go in with my Tarte blush. I decided to use something on the rosier, pinkier side. I just really wanted some type of statement cheek, so I really pack on the color, and then I go a little crazy, do the bridge of my nose, my forehead, just to add some natural glow back into my face. Then I'm going to take some more of that prism powder and just place it back underneath my eyes to brighten everything up. I'll leave this here for quite a while I put the mascara on my eyes. And at first, I tried to use the Lily Lashes new mascara that I got in my BoxyCharm box, but you know, it just wasn't Lancome Grandiose, so I wind up eventually going to that one, and the difference that it makes on my eyelashes is insane. So at first glance, I really love the mascara. I take the small blending brush again and I just dust away any of that baking powder. So once all that powder is dusted away, I'd actually decided to go in with my bronzer and a flat shader brush. I place it directly under my waterline. I did not line my waterline with white eyeliner. I probably should have, now that I'm thinking about it, but I believe that the bronzer really helped to brighten up my eye and make them bigger and just look a lot more open. And here I am, not able to help myself, so I go in to do another coat of mascara, this time with the Lancome Grandiose. This mascara is amazing. Wait till you see the transformation it made on my eyelashes with just a coat. I'm going to go back in now if I feel a little washed out and just add some more blush or bronzer wherever I feel I need it. And then I'm going to take a setting spray, any kind will work, and I spray my face just to give it a little bit of moisture before I apply my highlighter. I'm going to take a nice fan brush, and then I'm using the highlighter, which is Sunday Brunch, I think it's called. I can leave it in the description box down below, but it's really nice, very subtle, pretty, but perfect for the amount of glow that I was going for. Don't forget the bridge of your nose and your Cupid's bow, and then I'm going to take that same highlighter and actually wet my brush and use that in the inner corner of my eye for an inner corner highlight. I'm going to take, again, this lip liner that I got in my BoxyCharm box. I can leave the description in the description box down below. And it's just a red lip liner. Any lip liner will do. Then once I'm done lining my lips, I take a MAC liquid lipstick and I'm just going to apply that to my entire lip. It's okay if it goes over the lip liner. That's the intention. We just wanted to put the lip liner on so that the liquid lipstick doesn't bleed. Don't get the lipstick on your teeth like I did. And then once you're done, you spray your face and voila. I decided to add a beauty mark. So one beauty mark I had, the one that you see me do first, and then the second beauty mark I actually just added on my face. I just thought it went with the theme. Oh my gosh, I really loved how it looked. And I feel like I'll wind up enhancing my normal beauty mark from now on. All right, you guys, if you guys like this look and you want to see more, please let me know. Like, subscribe, comment, turn on the notification bell, and I will see you guys in my next video. Again, have a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, wherever you are. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.